Gotcha.
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
No, no problem.
Anybody that's wanting to ask Nick any questions, go ahead and raise your hands. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started with Jesse.
Hey, Nick, I just wanted to ask you, now that the season is over with, when you look back at the big picture, what do you think is some of the things that didn't go right for you guys this year like they did in other years?
Yeah, I think this year kind of had some missed opportunities, whether it be offense, defense, special teams, as a whole as a team. I just feel like we kind of left some things out there that we could have executed on, especially at the end of game situations. I guess one of the big things, I guess, we were really good in the game situations, and all of my years prior, and this year, I just couldn't get it done in those situations. And so it's kind of just self-reflection, what we could do better internally, especially myself, getting guys lined up and executing and finding ways to win games. But yeah, kind of the big part of this year.
We'll go next to Pete.
Nick, Steve Spagnuolo had mentioned the end of game situations, and it did feel like at times in big spots, third down was an issue where maybe it hadn't been in previous years. Is there any rhyme or reason that you could put to maybe some of the failures in that regard?
Yeah, I think yeah, right now, when I look back at the season, just a couple of things kind of stick out. I just had some things that we could have played deep to short end, especially at the middle level, whether it be Buck Dime, Mike, at my level. Unfortunately, throw some check downs, and then sometimes there's some penalties in there too. So those are some things that definitely we can clean up, especially on third down. You can't have those things happen. Give them a fresh set of downs, and some of those things where offense were kind of struggling a little bit. We could have flipped the field. Give them a short field, give them the ball around midfield, and probably got some points in those drives. So there's definitely some things we can clean up, especially on third and longs.
Thanks, Nick.
We'll go next to Matt.
Hey Nick, I know you guys are used to still playing football this time of year. So is there any way to use this extra time off that you normally don't get to kind of refresh and refocus, get your body right, and kind of use that to your advantage coming into next season?
Yeah, absolutely. We get a extended off season. We haven't had one since I've been here, so we get a couple months kind of just to rest, kind of get away from it a little bit, and spend some time working on some things that been kind of been bugging you. We got some nicks and bruises. Been playing football for quite a while now, so that's getting get ahead of some things. I know some guys that were kind of banged up at the end of the year, kind of needed that little extra time to kind of get their bodies right. So you can do those things. Also, just spend some time with family. Some things we haven't had the time to do, especially me. I got my mom, my granny's birthday at the end of this month, so I haven't got to spend their birthdays with them. So this is some small stuff like that to kind of get your mind right, figure out why you play this game, why you love this game, and spend some time with some loved ones.
Go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey Nick, thanks for doing this. I believe this is the lowest turnovers you guys have gotten under Steve Spagnuolo. Just why do you believe that occurred this season, and how much do you think that'll be an emphasis in the offseason to get more turnover-worthy plays to actually generate more turnovers?
Yeah, we're talking about it all year because last year we didn't have a number that we wanted. Kind of lower than what we had the years prior, but this year was lower than that one. So we definitely went into the offseason last year trying to attack that, trying to find ways to get the ball out. We got some hands on some balls on in the season. I just couldn't come in with them. So that's just a point of emphasis for us. And we just got some, like I said earlier, like missed opportunities. Those are kind of a little bit of them. I know I had three or four opportunities to give us the chance to have offensive short field, get some points out of the drive, and also a couple other guys. So I just capitalizing on those missed opportunities, and also just population at the football. I mean, good things happen at the ball, so much as we can. I think we do a good job of it anyway, but just get more guys to the ball and get opportunity to get the ball out.
Go next to Matt Derrick.
Hey Nick, yeah, a lot of ways this seemed like a big rebound year for you after a couple of years where I know you battled some injuries. How did you feel like just personally this year went for you? And did you meet some of your personal goals and things that you had set for you yourself only?
Yeah, I think I did a good job. Honestly, my main goal is to play all the games I had available throughout the season. Like a couple years ago, I haven't been battling in and out the lineup, so I just want to be there for all 18 of those things or all 18 weeks. Just give us opportunity to win football games. I had 150 tackles, I think, this year. I think as a backer, you kind of set that as a goal for yourself, and you know the guys in this league have done that for long periods of time. Have had good success, so that's kind of like my threshold. So I had 150 tackles. Wish I had a couple more of those turnovers I mentioned earlier to kind of help us out a little bit there. But overall, I think I had a pretty good year.
And yesterday was a game where obviously a lot of the younger guys' backups played, and yet you're out there balling in the fourth quarter and playing
Yeah.
that whole thing. How important was it for you to just be out there with those young guys, and with obviously it looks like maybe a lot of guys you're gonna be playing with next year?
Yeah, just having confidence with those guys. I think I talked about it in my press conference going into that week. I just wanted to go out there and just have some things that we can kind of bring with us in the next year, have some confidence. Some young guys that have been playing with us all year and kind of just in and out the lineup and just having a couple of games, kind of some consistency and having game plans and things coming to your mind and kind of give you something to kind of build onto till you go to OTAs and to training camp into next season. So yeah, it's definitely big for me to go out there, be out there with those guys. I say all the time, man, the rules change year to year, and you never get the opportunity maybe to sit up with a lot of those guys ever again. So I just take that to heart and just want to go out there and compete with the guys, especially on the defensive side of the ball. We kind of grew up together in a way, so I just want to be out there and be out there with those guys as much as I can.
Go next is Zach Gilbert.
Hey, Nick, you've probably heard Steve Spagnuolo is up for a couple of interviews for a head coach job. I'm sure you don't want to lose him, but if those teams were to call you for a reference check, I'm just curious, what would you say about Steve as potential head coach?
Yeah, man, be a Hall of Fame hire, man. Great dude, great human being, great coach, great mentor. I say all the time, man, he's like a grandfather for all the guys in the locker room. He's there for you whenever you need him outside of ball. But also just in terms of ball X's and O's wise, he helps you progress your game, get you to a place where you want to be. Also just instilling confidence in your day to day. Training camps, he's hard on you, but in the back part of the season, he's filling you with confidence. And as you go through this long season and giving you confidence with the ups and downs of how the game is. So yeah, man. Obviously, selfishly, I don't want Coach Spaz to go anywhere, but yeah, with opportunity, man, he's a great coach, great mentor. I'd be a great hire.
My upset? Yeah. Nick, I wonder, you mentioned getting your mind right, using this time to do that. How does it feel though to process coming out of this sort of season after all those Super Bowls, and how will that change your off season in any way mentally?
I'm trying to mentally probably not as much, but I get a chance to hit the weight room a little bit. When you get done in February, you gotta wait a little while, kind of get your body heal up a little bit, and before you can go do weights and some training and stuff. So I think there's some things I can get better with in terms of just like flexibility, conditioning, things that you kind of got to rest your legs a little bit before you kind of come back in OTA. So I think that part, and also just the mental part, just getting away from the game. I think I do a good job anyway. Spending my free time with family, my loved ones and stuff, but just get a little extra time to do so. I know, well, not me, but some guys on the team got kids and get to sing the spring with them and finish out the semester this school year and take them to school and stuff like that. The small things that we don't really think about. But in the locker room, you hear it all the time, and those guys are a little bit excited that you can spend some time with the kids too. So I think that helps them mentally.
And do you feel like, I mean, your motivation is the same at every off season? I mean, is it different to want to come back after this season than after going to Super Bowls?
Well, I think that's the mindset and the end goal is obviously the same, but yeah, we have the result we wanted this year. So I guess you could say we're going to the offseason a little bit pissed off. I mean, not much different than last year when we get the result that we wanted. We're not in that fashion. So, but yeah, man, just kind of add a little fuel to the fire. If you're a little tired in the set, they might be able to bust that one real quick. So, other than that, though, man, the mindset's the same. I want to go out there, compete for a Super Bowl next year.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Nick. That's all we
Yep.
have for you.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. See y'all next year.
See ya.